Hello, I'm Uzair and thanks for joining in. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a video ads campaign for YouTube using your Google Ads account. So before you get started with your video campaign setup, a couple of things you need to do is to link your YouTube account to Google Ads as well as Google Analytics. So what you do is go to your Tools, Linked Accounts tab, and in here you can go to YouTube, click the plus button, enter the URL of your channel, and you will get your channel in here, and you can set it up and link it, and it's fairly straightforward to do that. I'm not going to do that as this is my test account. You can see that one of my test channels is already linked over here. The other thing which I would highly recommend you do is set up Google Analytics. So again, you go to Google Analytics, go to Details, and as I've got multiple client accounts on my account, so all you do is just click on the link tab and you'll be able to link it very easily so that the data can flow from Google Analytics into Google Ads. So now we come at the campaign level, click on the new tab, new campaign. You get all these various options here. Now this is where a lot of confusion comes in as to which goal you want to select and which is the best one. Well, there isn't any, but if you are starting afresh and you don't have any experience of video ads as well as any previous data, I would recommend that you select and choose create a campaign without a goals guidance. Now this does not mean that I'm not going to be setting up any kind of conversion tracking. That is completely different. You need to set up conversion tracking for all your campaigns, not only for video campaigns, but over here I'm going to select that goal. Then you go to video, and in the campaign subtype select custom video campaign. Now there are other options as well, but we're not going to cover all the other ones in this video. Is just the custom video campaign, and then continue. And I just want to show you a couple of things as to what happens when you choose a different goal instead of having no goals. The biggest difference is that when you have chosen the no goals options, you get all the features available in the interface, and especially in the bidding, where you can see that you've got the maximum cost per view bid, which is the CPV bid. And that's what I want to do, is I want to manually bid for my views, so I can set up whatever bid I want to set up. Now if I were to go back and I select, let's say, sales, and then you'll see what happens. Now this one has changed and it is only giving you drive conversions. And where is the bidding? Now you'll see that all the other options are grayed out and you can't select. So the only two options available for here is target cost per acquisition and maximize conversions. Now I've seen, and I've also tested this before, that when I don't have any previous data from any old campaigns and I've set up a target CPA, and then what most advertisers or business professionals do is they will put in a target CPA as to how much are they willing to pay for a campaign or for an acquisition, or they will go by what the recommended TCPA is. Now as this is my test account, it is already giving me some numbers, but even if I were to put in £12 and I don't get any impressions, that means this is too low. So if you were to set up a target CPA or a maximize conversions bidding options and you don't get any impressions, that means your ads aren't running, is because your bid is too low. So that's what you need to keep into account. So let's go back and I'm gonna create a campaign with no goals. Video, custom video, continue. Okay, so first of all you can put in your name of your campaign and then the budget. I tend to keep a daily one, but if you have a campaign budget for a total amount, you can. Daily is fine, and I'm gonna just keep it as £10. Apply start date or end date. I tend not to put an end date because I keep an eye on it, and if I want to stop a campaign, I can stop it manually. Under the delivery method, you have two options. One is the standard and one is the accelerated. Start with standard. Accelerated is when you want your ads to keep on showing and Google will try and use up your daily budget as quickly as possible. So if you are limited by budget, I would not recommend you do that because your ads will pretty much run for half a day and not throughout the day. So I want my ads to be running throughout the day or throughout my ad schedule, what I've set up. So I keep it as standard. I've got my maximum cost per view bidding strategy. Or if you want to go on the CPM, which is the cost per thousand, but again you need to have some data beforehand, but I would just keep it simple for now and set up as maximum CPV. Next is networks. Now I'm going to uncheck that and uncheck that because I don't want to show my ads or video ads on the display network or in the search results. If I want to do that, I will set up a different campaigns so that I can see the data very granularly. So you can enter your language. I can keep that in English. Okay, country or the locations. If you want to run worldwide, you can, or you can enter a location or set up a radius around the local location. So if you are running a video campaign for just a local vicinity, then you can set up a radius of around so many miles of a particular area. Okay, advanced we've covered. Over here you don't need to do much. I would keep it as standard for now, but if you wish to compare the inventory types, you can, and you can see where it is included and where they are excluded, but it's just standard things which Google will show over here. In there I tend to check off videos where I don't want my video ads to show through. Uncheck or check them as you like. And then I tend not to run my ads on live streaming videos, and this one, the teen audiences. Okay, then there's one more settings over here, which is the advanced settings, which will give you devices. Now you can set up your campaigns by computers, mobile, or on tablet basis. So if I were to run on 3 different devices, I would set one campaign for computers, one for mobile, and one for tablet. Although it makes 3 times more work, I can see which device is working and which one isn't. So I don't put all 3 in the same campaign. Frequency capping, you don't want to cheese off people or annoy your audience by showing too many ads, so you can cap your impression frequency, and I tend to keep between 3 or 5 per day. You have the option per month or per week or per day. I tend to keep it per day. And the ad schedule, what I tend to do is I make them into 4-hour slots. It takes a little bit of time. It's worth it because you only do this once. Oops, made a mistake there. 04. And I'll explain to you why am I doing this in a second. So I'll do this 6 times for each day, because when my campaigns start to run, I can see which days and which time slot my ads are performing or not performing, and then I can adjust my bids accordingly, so I can go higher or go lower. So you got the gist. So you do this 6 times for each day, and whichever days you are running your campaigns. And that is it for the campaign setup. Next, we will look at creating your ad group. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining in. If you do have any comments or questions, then please put it below it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.